Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are back with day 2 of 31 days of beauty. If y'all don't know what that is here on my channel, y'all know for the month of October, this is my style of Vlogtober. I bring you guys some sort of something every single month. So for this month, I'm using a different palette, which I usually do as well, but I'm picking out my favorite palettes from my favorite brands, so y'all make sure you guys stay tuned. So with that being said, today we're going to be doing a full face, as you can see from the title, Anastasia. So if y'all want to see everything that I'm going to be using for today, then of course keep on watching. Alright, hi guys, welcome. Oh no, okay. Alright, so we are doing a full face of Anastasia. I feel like I've done a few full face of Anastasia, but I feel like this time she's a little bit different because we have a couple of new products that Anastasia have recently came out with, and I'm going to try them out. I want to see what those products are. And then of course y'all need to keep on watching, honey. Do so, okay? The funny thing is, where did I put the items is the question. I know my eye prep does not count, and also my face prep don't count because Anastasia don't have skincare products, so yeah. So I'm gonna go in with my P. Louise eyeshadow primer, or eyeshadow base I should say, sorry. And I'm gonna apply this all over the eyelid. And then if y'all know me, y'all watch my videos, y'all know I'm gonna go in with the Essence palette to kind of apply my brow bone. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pick out Anastasia, what palette I'm using, because I haven't picked it out yet. So let me figure it out while I'm over here eye prepping my eyes, and then I'm gonna grab my Anastasia palette for today. I'm gonna go in with the Fall Romance eyeshadow palette. So I'm gonna start off with Crimson, which is this really beautiful matte, and we're gonna pop that right in the crease. That's the wrong brush. That is the wrong brush. Let me switch up my brush. That was the wrong brush. I was about to use that really deep dark shade. No. So yeah, so we're gonna take Crimson, which is a really beautiful dark brown. I'm gonna pop it in the crease. So crazy. I'm over here, I'm just like, oh, like I'm definitely like feeling all my fall looks I have planned to do. But I'm gonna be honest, it is still hot as heck out here. Like, it's so hard for me like to get in like my sweaters and everything, just to, like to mimic like the fall vibes. But girl, it is hot out here. Like, I can't give y'all no sweater. So if y'all see me in a tank top still, 2 tops, yeah, it's still hot out here. Obviously, I'm gonna go in with another shade to blend this out because I think this is gonna be too dark for me to go all the way up with this. That being said, let's go in with, let's do a little bit of Mulberry, which is this shade right here. I think this is gonna help blend and soften the shade out. This shade, I feel like I need to take my time with this particular brush too. I think I picked the wrong, why am I picking the wrong brushes? Are you okay, Michelle? Yeah, I'm just not here today. Okay, let's try it again with a different brush. Like I needed it to appear a little bit more lighter, and I also want to make sure that it's going to blend out Crimson. I feel like it's what the heck. It's looking like really harsh right now. I don't know any other lighter shade in here that's gonna do what it's supposed to do. So I'm trying to make this work. I'm blending these two colors out together. I think it's my choice of brushes that I picked up today. So I'm gonna see if I can soften this up with another brush, but yeah, this is a really harsh blend. I'm gonna go back in with Crimson to kind of add a little bit more of that shade to help blend out my little chaos I got going on. Because Crimson is such a dark color. And Mulberry is actually low-key dark too, so I wasn't expecting it to be that dark, but it's actually really dark. So that's what we got going on so far for the crease combo. I think I'm okay with it. That's what we're working with. I think today might be a cut crease day. I think it's just, why not? Let's do it. So I'm gonna cut my crease really quick off camera, and I'm gonna come back into this makeup look. All right, the crease is looking pretty good. All right, so I did cut my crease because I didn't want to switch up my eye look, you know, routines and stuff like that. So now let's see what we're gonna put on the actual lid space. I think for my crease, my lid color, I'm gonna go in with the shade called, let's go in with Crown. I think this is gonna be a really beautiful combo. It does have like a shift hint of green. I probably should have did like a green combo in the crease, but whatever. It's here, okay? Well, I'll probably do that next time. Oh yeah, this reminds me of the MAC eyeshadow. I forgot the name of it, but it had like the hint of like the green shifting into a brown, but a little bit like red undertones. Such a beautiful color. Day off is amazing. Amazing. Y'all hear me? Amazing. See, I'm tempted to use this palette again, but we can't do that. So I think I might bring this back definitely for November, because I forgot how much I really love this eyeshadow palette, and I don't feel like I have a lot of looks using this palette on my channel, I think. So I just want to make sure that I come back and revisit her, because this right here, honey, I am so here for it. So now I'm going to take a little bit of Crimson. Wait, first let's take a little bit of Mulberry. Put it towards the outer of the eyelid, just to pop that like brown combo going on. Look at that. Yes, that's what we needed. Okay, so now I'm going to take Crimson and kind of like deepen up the accent and kind of just close up this outer part. This is really going to give it that. Oh yeah, this is a vibe right here. I am here for this look. Just love that, because there be some days and some looks I'm like, dang, I would have did this, did that. No, this is like perfect. The crease is blended to perfection. Like the lid is just cut, like it's just perfect. I do feel like I need another kind of style of brush, because the brush that I was using, I feel like I can't get up high where I want it to be. Okay. Okay, so this is what we got going on for the eyes. I'm so here for it. Now you could have obviously did this without the cut crease, but I just feel like the lid color itself, it pops a lot more when you do a cut crease. It's just something about it. I don't know what it is, but let me go ahead and pop on liner lashes. I'm gonna do my skin prep really quick, and then we're gonna jump back into some Anastasia products. All right, so this is gonna be, okay, so this helps prevent sunburn, says therapeutic, blah, blah, blah. What can I see? It says apply liberally 15 minutes before sun exposure. Children under 6 months, okay. Apply a thin layer over clean, moisturized skin following skincare routine. Blend it to the skin using fingertips. Wait 1 minute for formula to dry before applying foundation and concealer. Boy, you all in my background. Y'all, excuse my son. Wear on a tired face or apply to target oily areas like T-zone, chin, and what? This is so interesting. So this is going to be like a SPF primer that's going to be matte. Primer can be worn alone for smooth and natural look. This is going to be so interesting. This is what it looks like outside the box. It's actually really cute. Props on this. I'm just curious. I feel like I haven't heard anything about this primer, so what to expect. So I think that's the best part. I'm going to apply this for all over my face area. I'm just okay, there we go. Where did I read it at? Okay, it feels like I'm putting no lotion on my face, so nothing bad about that. But we're gonna let this dry down before we go in with the concealers and stuff like that, like it stated. So looks and feel good, darling. How long did it say to let this dry down? It says wait 1 minute. Okay, let's wait a minute. 1 minute has passed. So I'm going to be going in with the Anastasia Matte Velvet. Is this Matte Velvet? What was this one called? I forgot the name of this. What is the name of this foundation? I don't know, but I know this is the matte foundation from Anastasia. So I do want to eventually try all of the foundations from Anastasia with this primer to see if this primer actually goes with all 3 different formulas. I do have the luminous one, I do have the skin tint one, or stick, whatever it's called, and then of course this one. So yeah, so far no complaints though. I don't feel greasy or anything like that on my skin. Now with this foundation, you don't need much of her on because she is thick full coverage. Woo! Now how in the heck did that brush jump out of my arm? I didn't get none on my skin. Okay, coverage looks really good paired with the primer. No complaints so far. I'm definitely going to give you guys an update on the wear of these combos together. So make sure you guys check out the comments. I'm going to leave it in the either in the description box, or I'm going to leave it down as a pinned comment. Alright, I'm going to go in with my sponge to make sure that it's fully blended. For my shade twin, that was in the shade 7N, which stands for neutral. Okay, now I'm going in with one of my favorite concealers. Now I'm going in with one of my favorite concealer is Anastasia herself. This is in the shade 20. This is like my perfect like brightening color. 20. If y'all hear noise in the background, my son's in the room. Okay, so I'm a mom, sorry. It's mom life for you. Alright, so now we're gonna try Magic Touch contour stick in the shade Cast Shadow. And like I said, this is the deepest shade. They're going to contour, honey. Yeah, go in and watch TV, honey. You're too loud. Going to go in with Anastasia spray to kind of melt everything. It's so light, I be not knowing if I have it on my skin or not. It's such a light feel. Contour stick is blending out so nice. Alright, now I'm gonna blend out my concealer. I do feel like I need to go at least one more shade deeper when it comes to the contour stick, just in case someone who is deeper than me, they have an option. Because it appears like it's going to be so much more deeper when you actually look at it, but then when you kind of like swatch it onto the skin, it kind of has like a cool tone kind of vibe in a sense. And y'all can see why this is like one of my favorite concealers, right? Okay. Coverage is full glam, honey. Mom bags nowhere to be found. Okay, look at that. I'm not mad at all with this. I'm gonna go back in with the brush to add my contour back though. But not mad at this at all. That looks really, really good. Okay. So now I've already tried this before. This is the blush trio, so I'm going to try her again. All right, so I think I want to go in with what we doing today. Let's go in with the pink one. Like, why not? Let's do pink. I really enjoyed the shade. Honey is there. Yeah, it's gonna pop it on. Isn't the shade so beautiful? Look at that. That is absolutely amazing. Now usually I'll go in with another brighter concealer to pop in the inner tear duct, but we're using Anastasia only today. So, well, kind of. And the reason I say kind of is because powder. They do have a powder bronzer contour, but the swatch of it just looked too warm. It had that deepness that I like. It was just too reddish, too warm for my complexion. So I think that might be the only thing I'm gonna have to cheat on, or maybe I'll go in with the cream again. We'll figure it out. But let's go in with the actual powder. So I had to buy me another mini translucent one. I was gonna buy a different shade, but I didn't like the one that Ulta has available. So yeah. Now usually I go in with 2 shades when it comes to my powder: a brightening color for underneath the eyes, and then a complexion shade for all over the face. But being that we stick it to Anastasia only, I'm going to use this translucent powder for all over the face. I'll show y'all how amazing she is. Look at that. And it should not cover up the blush. The blush should still peek through, being that we're using a translucent powder. This is making everything matte, locking in all of the oils that was once there. We have no complaints, ladies and gents. We have no complaints. So I think I'm just gonna go back in with all of the cream stuff that I put on my face, just to add more definition to it. I think. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. I really wanted to buy that contour shade, but I just felt like it was not gonna be do anything for me. And y'all know Anastasia, she not cheap, okay? So I can just be buying stuff just off of curiosity. So I think I am gonna go in with a powder bronzer. Where we at? What? Does anybody else nose be itching when they be doing their makeup? Like, what the heck? So I don't have the bronzer. So I don't have the powder bronzer from Anastasia for contour. So I'm just gonna use something that I already have in my collection to kind of set the bronzer part really quick. I like the fact that the blush is still peeping through. It's still here. It's still saying what's up. So no complaints about that. I think I am going to go back in with the blush though, right on top of this. For Anastasia, I feel like that's going to be our next thing to have, is powder matte. No shimmers, powder matte blushes. Alright. Now what did I just do with the blush? And pop it onto the cheeks. Oh baby, the blush is blushing. That looks really good. I'm not mad about that at all. Yeah, that looks really good. It's kind of like a matte formula. I'm gonna add some on my nose because it's much needed. I'm just gonna take my sponge just to make sure that it's blended on the edges, and then I'm gonna go back in with the powder. I put way too much on this side. Yeah, that actually looks really good. That looks really, really good. I'm not mad, Anastasia, I'm not. Alright, so the only thing I feel like I am missing is my lips. What are we gonna do for the lips? I don't know, but I feel like it's only best that I go ahead and finish up the eyes. But before I do that, let me spray my face one more time with the spray. Now, I don't have any gel pencils, eyeliner pencils from Anastasia, so I am going to use what I have in my collection. So I'm going to go in with something affordable. I'm going to go in with Maybelline. I'm going to pop that at the bottom lash line. And then we're going to take a little bit of, what was that one shade again? Crimson, and I'm going to pop that at the bottom. For some reason, I feel like my face looks a little red. Is it the blush? I don't know. Maybe because I don't have my highlighter powders and stuff on. Like, I just feel like I look a little, I don't know. I can't think of it. Maybe I'll figure it out once the lips and stuff is done. Yeah, I feel like it's not bright like I want it to be. I'm gonna add another layer of this powder on. I'm gonna let this kind of bake because I really want my under eye to be a little bit more brighter, because I feel like I'm just like one tone and I'm not used to it. So it's gonna take a little bit of that, and like I said, we're gonna let this kind of marinate and bake really quick. I'm also gonna add some onto the forehead. You know, I didn't use my brightening concealers, I didn't use my brightening powders. So I feel like that's why I feel like my shade of my face is just like one tone. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what to do for the lips. I do have the Anastasia lip products, plenty of those. So I think I'm just gonna do like a nude lip combo, or should I do a fall lip to go with this? I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards a nude lip. I want to cheat. All right, let me see if I kind of like press this in now. You know what I want to actually do? I want to pop on my lashes. I think that looks a lot better, because I was like, why am I just looking like one tone? What's going on? That definitely helped out a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to do a lip combo now. I had everything out. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with Anastasia lip liner. So I just need this shade to be, I just need one more shade deeper from Anastasia. I think they did come out with some new deeper lip liners from what I was reading on Instagram. I'm not sure if that is a brown though, because this one has too much warm redness to me. So I think I'm gonna go in with Ruby Kisses after this, but let's go and finish it. I'm gonna go in with the color called Haze. Yes, Haze. It's a satin finish. Okay, I definitely need to exfoliate my lips. My lips are so chapped today. I think I'm gonna go in with Ruby Kisses black liner just to deepen up the outer parts of my lips. Are we here for the lip? Are we here for the lip, honey? I just added some clear gloss. Clearly y'all can see that, but it's from Nicka K Ruby Kisses. What is it? Yeah, just a clear gloss. Okay, yeah, that's what we got going on for the lips. I'm not mad about this at all. My loves, here is the complete and final look. I hope you guys like it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this full face of Anastasia, honey. Like, I like everything. One thing I'll have to say that I wish I had a different shade for the powder, because I just feel like I'm just one tone and I'm so used to my highlighted powders and then my complexion powder. So that's the only thing that's throwing me off right now, but everything else looks flawless. It looks good. I loved everything that I tried out. I cannot wait for Anastasia to come out with pressed blush powder, because I feel like that's going to be the next thing they come out with. So mark my words, okay? But on that note, you guys, here is the look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And I'll be back tomorrow with another video. So have a beautiful day. Stay blessed. Stay amazing. And I'll see y'all when I see y'all.